What's up, my loves and fellow creatives? We're here at the Impression Expo in Atlantic City, New Jersey. And one of the things I wanted to show you, I know we always talk about sublimation and DTF, but I wasn't understanding that so many people did not know about Plastisol transfers and the value of those transfers. Now, we may know them as screen prints, or you may not know them as screen prints at all, but this is literally a screen printed process the same way we screen print on the shirts. This process is instead screen printing onto a transfer paper, and then it has a translucent powder that is placed on the back, so it allows you to store those prints and press them on demand whenever you need them. And this is beautiful for your business model because you don't have to press 500 shirts up front and then maybe only the largest sell out. You can actually have your blank shirts, and then you can have your prints, and you can literally press and print on demand, okay? So I have, what's the name of him, sorry? Gabriel. Gabriel is going to answer some questions for us and even do a demonstration of how Plastisol works. So if y'all have any questions, make sure that you ask them in the comments, and we'll get your questions answered, okay? So Gabriel, what is the cost to get into doing these transfers? What's the minimum, and what's that price at that minimum?
Perfect. So I was looking over here. Very low cost to start off. Something like this, where it's just a one color. Let's just say a 9x12, right? Single image. So how it works, it's a $25 setup fee. After that, it's just 15 cents a transfer.
Right.
So you go ahead and make $1 out of 15 cents. Basically how it works is, if you want to do 50, that averages out to about 60 cents a transfer. If you want to do 100, and you have a design that's hot, go ahead and order 100, you're at 40 cents a transfer. Go ahead and buy yourself a nice quality t-shirt, about $2.50. You're at less than $3 a t-shirt.
Right.
Go ahead, sell it for $20.
Right. And here's the thing too, if you all have schools that you're associated with, imagine having those single color transfers already done and having them prepared to press on demand at a football game or at a tournament or something to that degree, then you would not have to worry about having to print on demand. You just literally press on demand. Now this is 325 degrees Fahrenheit at 7 seconds. So how many of you could literally make $20 every 7 seconds with sublimation? This could be something that adds to what you do with sublimation right now, because it's a different process. You're going to be able to use color shirts, you're going to be able to use cotton shirts, and you're going to be able to press something for 7 seconds and get it out to the customer. So even if this is not something you're doing as an on-demand process, it can be used with an on-demand model. But this is also something that you could be doing for your sports teams, right? They want shirts that are around $12 a piece. We can't do those with sublimation, but you can do those with screen print.
If you zoom in, you can actually see that these are metallic inks, right? That's beautiful right there. We also offer fluorescent.
Yeah, I love that.
Okay.
And is that a polyester shirt?
This is 100% polyester.
So let me tell you something. When you do fluorescence on a polyester shirt, especially a black polyester shirt, you have to have very high quality inks, or else you'll get the dye migration from the shirt underneath. It will come through the print. So this is I can tell you from experience, this is a high quality process, because you have good white backing on here and good adhesion that didn't allow that dye migration to come through there.
That's exactly right. So we do the white backing, and you'll see nice and bright, vibrant. You won't get any dye migration. Basically what you just said, and you can stretch this all day long without any sort of cracking.
Now, is this a different formula than the 15-cent single color?
Nope, it's the same formula. So it's just screen print the ink onto the paper.
Right. So because some companies will get you with their 15-cent transfers are one formula, and then if you want something that has for instance, the stretchability, or something that can go on polyester and not have the dye migration.
Well, I'll tell you what. Just because it's a 15-cent transfer doesn't mean it won't stretch. No cracking. It stays as white as possible, and we purposely went ahead and printed this on a black t-shirt so you can see the white on a black and see how white that still stays. Okay?
Awesome. Now, what about multicolors? I see something here that has 3 colors, and I see full color stuff.
So right here, we have a brand called Cartel. Okay? Now, something like this, it won't feel as soft. Something like this, you'll see the shirt comes through. See how much softer that is. The shirt's coming through it. So that's on there. It's really on the t-shirt.
Oh, you can see the texture of the fibers through the print.
So we offer both, right? Something that's digitally printed. It's digital, but it's also screen printed. So how it works is we print this digitally and we screen print a white underbase. That white underbase will help keep the design stay vibrant. So something like this where a lot of people want to start getting into DTG where they have to commit to a $20,000 payment, or DTF where they have to put down $20,000. Forget that, that's a mess. You can go ahead and sub out your work. And something like this, DTG, no offense to DTG users, it will not stay this bright. It won't stay this vibrant. You gotta spend twice the amount of ink, twice the amount of time just to pre-treat it and make sure it looks good like this. And at the end of the day, it won't. This, you can press in literally 7 seconds, go as low as 280 degrees for your polyester so that they're not scorching. So there's really no limitations with the heat transfer.
Now is that spot color?
It looks like it, but it's actually not. It's actually a digital print. All right, so if you're a screen printer or you're trying to get into screen printing, and you have a customer that wants to do something like this where it's like 6 colors, 50 pieces, forget about it. You can't do it. It's going to take you too long to do that. So what you can do is you can sub it out to us. We print it digitally, and I give you the price breaks right now while we're on camera. So for 50 pieces, we're at $3.30. At 75 pieces, we're at $2.25. At 100 pieces, we keep it under $2, $1.90. Looks screen printed, but it's digital. Same feel, same stretchability, washability is great. Washability depends. If you want to do Plastisol inks, about 25 to 30 washes. If you want to do water-based inks, I'd say about 75 washes. So it'll actually outlast.
Water-based mean that we need to do lighter garments?
Water-based is the same thing.
Okay.
Same thing. It'll still apply to any sort of garment.
Do you have an example of a water-based print versus the Plastisol print?
I don't, but you can request a sample package.
I will. I'll do that, y'all. Remind me, because y'all know y'all have to remind me.
Say that again.
The water-based versus the Plastisol. So I'm used to only Plastisol transfers. I didn't know that y'all could do, or anyone could do, the water-based transfer. So I'm interested in seeing the difference in hand, or what would your take be on the difference?
So there are companies doing water-based inks, but there's no company that's doing both. We'll be doing the water. Right now we're just doing Plastisol. Some people prefer Plastisol because it has a nicer hand feel to it. Water-based might feel a little plasticky, but it will hold up very well in the wash. So it really depends. If you want something that's going to hold up well, you're selling to a team where you got to put it on polyesters, and they have either kids or people playing football or any sort of sport where there's a lot of wear and tear on the shirt. I would recommend water-based. But if you want something nice with a nice hand feel to it and it's comfortable, Plastisol would be the way to go. So we're going to be offering both in about 6 weeks. Right now it's just Plastisol.
Now the image right there with the 8, can you explain to me the background here where it kind of looks like it's half toning? This is actually like a color here, and it has to have a contour edge to it. It can't have gradients or like half tones or anything like that, right?
Yeah, it can have gradients and contours. Absolutely.
Now can it have like half toning? To me would be if these were little bitty pixels outside of here instead of the contour.
Gotcha. Absolutely. Yeah, we can do that. I mean, it has to be already in the artwork for that to happen, right? So the customer has to submit the artwork with the half tones already there.
Okay, so that would be something else I would be wanting to challenge to see how that works, because most of the screen print companies will tell you it has to be like a certain dot size.
So I got a design to show you.
Okay. This is interesting. Let me know, do y'all know, tell me in the comments, have y'all ever heard of or used Plastisol transfers or screen print transfers in any capacity? And if this is your first time ever hearing about this, let me know. Put a number 1. Let me know if this is your first time hearing about this, because I will make more content to cover this type of thing. Because if you have a heat press and you're not using transfers like Plastisol transfers,
what are you doing?
You're missing out on some money, some real deal money, right?
Yeah. So if you can see here, this is kind of what you're talking about when you say half tones or gradients, right? There's really no dots in this involved, but you still get that kind of effect.
Right.
But I'm assuming this is maybe what you're saying.
Yeah. So these are small dots, but not quite.
So it's
not.
not.
You know what? The shirt that you have on has these little pieces and grains and things, right? So that would be something more like what I'm talking about. Like, and I'm looking at it, it looks like it needs to be vectored, of course. And then those edges, I don't know how small you can get, so I'm going to send you, I have
1
some
point.
designs.
1 point positive.
1 point, really?
Yeah.
Now what about the negative space around? Is it 2 points?
2 points. So there's different points for the screen print and the digital.
Okay, so what's the difference there?
off the top of my head, I could not tell you, but on the catalog, if you guys request samples, we have catalogs, and on the catalog, or if you call the main line, we'll be able to tell you too. It'll say everything, all the point specs and all that stuff like that.
So what he's talking about with the point specs is that usually you have positive space and negative space in any design, right? So the negative space is what kind of floats around. I call it the outside meat. The inside meat is actually what you are printing, what your actual design is. And if you wanted to do halftones or things that looked like it had gradients but didn't abruptly cut off and have to have contour edges, then you have to abide by those point rules. And if one of those point rules is a single point or 1 point, just like when we're typing, we do 1 point text, it's really small, and they have to have space around it. Exactly. So if you zoom into this for me, like you see how you have little artifacts out here? So this would be your positive space here, that little purple dot, and the outside meat is the shirt. That would have to have at least 2 point spacing around that 1 point dot. And that way you can get, like, you know how we like to do grungy stuff. We don't like to do squares on shirts. We like to have nice artistic areas and backgrounds. So all we do is sublimation, like pretty much, and we're getting into DTF, we're getting, now I guess we're getting into Plastisol Transfers, because I thought this was like everybody knew about them and everybody knew they could, submit text and some simple designs, but now I'm seeing the technology has advanced, and this is something to check back into for even our sublimation designs. So if you do something really nice in sublimation or DTF, let's say you did a couple samples, and now somebody wants 200 of them, would you still do them DTF or you still do them sublimation?
Yeah, you'd have to be crazy to do DTF. I mean, DTF would be great for your smaller quantities.
Right, but the price doesn't go down like you can with screen printing.
Right, and then also, I mean, you want to scale up your business,
right?
You would go with heat transfers, right? Where you can go ahead and press 100 shirts within 30 minutes.
Absolutely, absolutely. So we'll talk about when that business model makes sense, what that looks like as far as the cost per item that you'll be making, and when you can show something as a sample, and then also go ahead and get that order started. Because what's your turnaround time? I know you're based in Florida. What's your turnaround
So
time?
it's 2 days, but after a show like this, great show by the way, the Impressions Expo in New Jersey, say about 2 to 3 days now.
Okay, so you can get back and situated. Trust me, I know the deal. I have emails right now, like piling up.
Yep.
So if they happen to be located in Florida, is there a rush shipping option, rush processing option?
We do have a rush shipping option. If you want it shipped next day, within 1 to 2 days, it's $100 a print.
Okay.
Oh, sorry, $100 a design.
Got you. Okay, so this sounds like a very valuable option to add to your businesses. Like I said, if you just have a heat press, any heat press, then you are definitely going to be making money with this process as long as you know how to market it and implement it. So I just want to see, y'all have any questions? Is there any questions going on over there?
No, they said that they used the Plastisol Transfers before. That TKO is very great. It's good in transfers.
Good. So we have some of our members on YouTube right now know your transfers. They say you have good quality transfers.
Absolutely, we do.
So that's always a great thing to hear.
That's
Awesome.
great. Okay.
And do y'all want to see a shirt made? Would y'all like to see one made?
Thumbs up.
Okay, make sure we get some thumbs up if y'all want to see a shirt made. Now the expo is about to shut down soon, so if there's anything else that y'all want to see while I'm here, let me know now or forever hold your peace, because this is the last day of the expo, and I'm surprised we've been getting any internet right now. So we're gonna make it do what it do.
Yes, we have some thumbs up. They would like to see a shirt pressed.
All right. So we got a shirt picked out, a black shirt here.
We'll do a nice little pink, neon
Oh,
pink
we're gonna do a
TKO.
neon pink. Yeah, that'll be for you, because TKO means total knockout.
Oh,
Won't nobody mess
yes.
with you.
Yes, total knockout
What
for
does TKO
E.
mean for the business? What does TKO
You were
mean?
close. You were close. It means technical knockout.
Okay, technical knockout.
All right, we'll knock out all your heat transfer needs.
There
No
you
problem.
go. So you'll be the total knockout. They'll be the technical knockout.
Is that for me?
You want this?
Is that my?
Is that the 2X one?
No, let me go grab it.
Thank you.
TKO.
Looks like another love TKO. And tell them, hey, if you need up to 50 more shirts, I have you. I have the prints ready for you. This will be your price, and it's already ready to go. And then you will get a second order almost in no time, because once those first shirts sell out, you will already have the prints in mind, and you will have the prints in hand, and you will already be on your customer's mind because they know that you already have the prints. So that's a way to get a bulk order and then get an immediate bulk order right after that. Okay. And this one.
Card.
Oh, card. Yep, I got one too.
I need your card, by the way.
Absolutely, I have a digital card. I call it my COVID-free card. This is my digital card here. It's gonna have my YouTube, all of that stuff on there. But I'm just
So I just scan it?
Yep, scan it right there.
Yeah, I don't think you get both pages laid in there.
And I'm right there in Florida, so we may have to do some work together. I'm looking forward to it.
Actually, if you guys stop by the operation, we'll take you past the lobby. We'll show you the entire operation and how we make the transfers from A to Z. We don't hold any secrets. We'll show you the printers. We'll show you the inks. We'll show you the
Does
quality.
that sound like a field trip, y'all?
And I mean, you're in South Florida, so make the most of it too.
Yeah, and that sounds good. So they can come by and see you.
They can come by and see us. I'll personally
Y'all don't
take
even
care.
have to come with me. Y'all can actually go make your own trip, and they will personally show you the operation so that you understand that this is indeed screen printing and how it can be added to your business.
We got it. This is slick. I mean,
All right, love. So we're having some internet issues and stuff. I'm gonna make sure I'm gonna do some talking and doing some deals on your behalf. Trust and believe. I'm always working out something for you. If you all let me know anything else that you want to see before we wrap up, let E know in the comments right now. Otherwise, would like to say thank you to Gabriel from TKO Technical Knockout, and E on the other end of the camera is the Total Knockout. And we will catch you in a little bit. And I appreciate y'all. I love you dearly. Until next time, bye.
Thank you guys.
Thank you so much. Yeah, but this is perfect.